Guy Ritchie was in Belfast recently. He was here to help out with the Film for Youth Festival. And here's what happened when I caught up with Guy Ritchie. So Guy, you've been working with a lot of the young people today. Is there a lot of young talent out there?
Yeah, I believe there is a lot of young talent out there, and the main reason I'm here is to encourage that talent, because I think so often that talent doesn't manage to manifest. So yeah, that's really what I'm here to do, is to encourage a yes perspective when they get a no answer.
Did you get much encouragement when you started out, or was it a long, hard struggle to get the big break into the movie industry?
Well, unless you know anyone that's in the industry, I thought it was more or less impossible to get into the industry. And when I was 15 or so, I was very interested in the industry. And then between 15 and 25, I thought it became a complete fantasy, an impossible fantasy. And then I had sort of something of a revelation that it wasn't actually as tricky as it appeared to be. And all it involved was a bit of initiative. And within a couple of weeks, I had about 10 different jobs with about 10 different post-production and production companies. And I suppose that was the revelation, is that you thought there was an industry that was completely separate from your world. And once you crack that illusion, then you realise that whole world was waiting there and you never knew it was there.
Do you remember the very first idea that you actually had for making a movie?
Yeah, the first idea actually was more or less Lock, Stock,
right.
Actually, because Lock, Stock was, I made a short film before that called The Hard Case, which we shot for about £1,000 or something, and then from that it gave us the genesis of the idea of Lock, Stock. So yeah, I'm interested in subculture, so I just wanted to come up with a different perspective than what I thought other films were being made for at the time. And so that's what inspired that.
Okay, so a lot of movie makers are thinking about coming to Ireland and coming to Belfast to make movies these days. Richard Attenborough was here recently. Would you think about coming to Belfast to make a movie?
Absolutely. In fact, the last film I made was in the Isle of Man.
Right.
So, if I keep going in that direction, I'll be Ireland before it's America.
And what about future projects? What are you working on next?
I spent the last 4 years lining up everything that I'm going to do over the next 7 years.
Right.
So we've got 2 kids films, 3 gangster films, and 4 gangster films actually. They're not all necessarily in the obvious gangster genre, but no. So it's kids films and gangsters. I don't know why gangsters keep coming back to me, but they just do.
So you mentioned the kids' movies there. Is it going to be live action or is it going to be animation?
Animation.
Yeah.
One live action and half digital, and then the other one animation.
And finally, will you be joining your wife on her world tour?
It sort of rather depends at what time I'm going to get out of here, because she's in Cardiff in a couple of hours, and if I can manage to slide out in time, then I'll be over there. Yeah.
All right, great stuff, Guy.
All
Thank
right,
you.
cheers.
Thank you.